Hello, happy weekend. So this video is going to be about dying and death. Um, so I've been on a documentary run the last few months, and my latest one that I watched through Frontline was about terminal ill patients in their dying days and the conversations surrounding what's to come and the attempts to prepare the family and all that comes with that. So, naturally, I think about Brianna's journey and how much, it has impacted us and what my thoughts are now about dying and death. And today I do not feel afraid because it's nothing that I can stop. It's nothing that I can run away from. And with Brianna being the baby of our family and the first to go, now I can't even count on all of us potentially burying our mother. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that people die of all ages. Um, this is just my experience, and I'm just speaking from my experience. Because growing up, I always thought that, that is just what was going to happen. That we will all get old and we will bury our mother and it would just go down in that order. I mean, essentially, that is what I thought. And I also thought, like, even though that is going to happen, I can't imagine my life without these people in it. Like, I can't imagine living and none of them were here. So, of course, Brianna passes away. And of course, I have waken up, thankfully, every day since, still here for whatever the reason I'm here. I'm here for it. So, obviously, I can and have lived and am living beautifully with 4 years. It'll be 4 years this year on July 6th since Brianna has transitioned to her next lifetime. And that also has fed into my ability to no longer be afraid. And it is the belief that even though we leave this world, our spirits are forever. And I have what feels like confirmation from God, from dreams, um, certain messages from the universe. It's just, there is something telling me that, this is not it, you know. So, and then the fact that my few dreams with Brianna have just spoken such huge volumes to me as far as where she is and how she's doing, and um getting that feeling that she is thriving, where she is, and that she essentially, I feel like our guardian angels are not just like here 24/7. I honestly feel like they drop in and just kind of check on us and check in, and then sometimes take it even further and actually come and see you um, in your dreams, or you know the many many different ways it feels like in the universe. Like just yesterday, I was at work and I sit by this big thing of windows that look out into all these trees, and this one bird. I've been sitting at this desk for a while now, and it's one little cute bird. It's not even one of the regular ones that are out there flying. Sat right on the still, right by my desk, and seemingly looking at me. And so I didn't even immediately say that was an angel. It was just a moment that was meant for me. And I just felt seen. And it occurred in a moment where I was like not feeling my absolute best and just needing some kind of clarity that, all was well. It just came right on time. And that's why I just feel like, it's best to just live this life as best as you can and enjoy it as much as you can, because like I don't know what is coming next. I do not know like if the choices in this lifetime will affect the next one, or if we don't reach a certain level of salvation here, do we start all over again? But I truly believe that this is not it. This is not it. I even had a moment where I was like, because I don't see my sister that often, and at one time earlier in the year I was getting visits from my granny, and they have tapered off as of late, but just because they are not coming to me in my dreams, there is still something happening when I'm outside, when I'm in the sun, when I just actually take a moment to be still, and just getting into thinking about life and the time that I have before me right now, and just wanting to fully take it in and be as happy as I can be. I've never wondered how I was going to die. Of course, like most people, I can only hope that it's in my sleep. And I do know now, though, that I want to talk to my mother about the possibility of me going before her or she going before me, and how we would manage as much of that as we can. You don't know how grief is going to come. You don't know how deep the well is going to be. You don't know those things until they happen. But I do feel like the more we talk about these things, it increases the possibility that the grief will lessen. Now there is a slight difference when the person is, their presence is gone, their physical presence is gone, and you are going to grieve that. I feel like now, though, I just want to have more conversations, and just really instill that please just try your best not to grieve too hard and too long, and just don't climb into yourself and just stay there. Like please just continue to go outside and get in the sun, and continue to have things to look forward to, and like just be happy and open to living, because I have like, I was in a bunch of grief groups, and there are like people that are just so stuck in their grief, and that is just their whole lives. And I also feel like our loved ones would not want that for us. You know, I know for me that Brianna definitely didn't want that for us. And she actually did tell us that. You know, she did tell us that. You know, she told us that much, you know, just to go and live your best life. Um and just be happy. You know, she confirmed that she was going to be all right where she was going, which was so crazy at the time because that was her very, very last sentence, that I'm going to be all right. That's literally the last thing she said. And she didn't look scared. She didn't look, you know, panicked. And true enough, you know, it's the end of a cancer battle. She is medicated. But in that moment of saying goodbye, she was there. She was present. She seemed clear. She was just all there. And there was just something magical about that. Just for, you know, not really talking much to that last surge of energy where she was talking a lot, and then saying her goodbyes, and then nothing else, nonverbal, up until she passed. And it was just because I spent a lot of time in there that last week, you know, just watching her, you know, making sure she was comfortable, she was all right, but she was just peacefully sleeping. And I think looking in on her during that gave me peace. I had accepted that, you know, this is where we are, and that, you know, my sister was leaving this world. And and I'm just taking this time to just be with her, you know. So, but it was an eye-opening experience. It really, really, really was. And, you know, I'm thankful only for the fact that we had the time to say goodbye. We had the time to, you know, hold her hand. We had the time to witness her last breath. We had the time to just, you know, be and share in that space with her and watch her transition. And I'm so thankful for that. It was just it was a lot at the time, and even a lot when I talked about it for the first time. But now I'm just thankful for her journey and for what it was, because it was going to happen regardless. That was just a part of her journey. She has served her purpose, and her job here, for however short it was, her journey here was just that of 22 years, you know? And that's okay. You know, that was truly, truly her journey. And that's why for me, I just want to enjoy my life, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. And I have truly let go of those possibilities, because I mean, there's just no purpose in trying to work my mind out the possibilities. So, yeah, I'm not afraid. And I feel like I will continue to talk about that with my family, only not only, but because you don't know the order that we are all going to go. And naturally, when it comes with family and parents, you've heard this so many times, is that, parents shouldn't have to bury their children. And I remember as a younger adult, maybe, and even in my teen years, I said, well, no, 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 I cannot bury you. I cannot do that. But in this seat, I would not want my mother to bury any more children. But of course, that is out of my control. So my goal is to just really talk life into my mother, just in case, so that she remembers this stuff if either of her children were to go before her. I want that so much, just in case. And then if she were to go before me, I know it will hurt. I know it will like hurt so bad because she is my mother. But I also feel like I will be able, you just don't have you do have a choice. You have a choice to live, or you have a choice to succumb to grief. And it takes a lot, but to just keep in mind what she would want. And also my relationship with God being where it is now, I feel like I will be okay, mostly, And so outside of that, it's just to just live and continue to make memories and to love on one another consistently and get out and enjoy life together, because this is what comes and helps you through grief, no matter who dies next. It's the memories made, the words and the conversation shared, the gazillion posts you have of your loved ones. They get you through, they get you through. They really, really do. And also just knowing that every day you wake up is for a reason, for a purpose, and that we gotta make the best of it. We gotta make the most of it. They would not want you to wallow in grief. I know that in the deepest parts of my heart that my sister just did not want that for us. And so I cannot even speak for my mother or my brother, consciously kept that in my mind. And I still allowed myself to grieve because you have to. There's no running from it, at least not for that long. And also still seeking joy in this life. So I'm not afraid, and I thank God for getting me here, because it could be a very, very different outlook. So I'm thankful for all that transpired in order for me to get here, even though that took us losing Brianna in the process. But you do gain some beautiful experiences and connections through loss and grief, if you choose to look at it that way. And that's how I choose to look at it. So that's the video, and I will see you in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I you in advance. Till next time.